Just in case you doubted the humidity here in Georgia, that over there is the river. I kind of should have taken the walk that I normally do by the river, but that's the hayfields. And that steam rising off the river lets you know that it is quite unpleasant here. Something else that's a good bit unpleasant, and I'm sorry to show you all this, trigger warning for violence and decay, but what monster did this? It's really something that like ruined my day yesterday and today too, just because I'm not sure what to do with the tiny body. It's like, I hope I'm wrong, but that looked like a goddamn bullet hole. And I don't understand. And yeah, talking to my friend at the scrapyard, I think we're friends, we seem to be pretty cool. But talking to my friend at the scrapyard, he was like, well, you know, some people eat them baby deers. And I'm like, I mean, I get it. And while I don't approve, I'm not going to fault a man for finding food. It's just, nobody ate that. The birds have plucked out the poor baby dies. And the body waits to be embraced by the earth itself and recycled back into the system. Who shot the baby and why? More importantly, to whatever black-hearted bastard murdered a baby, well, why not dispose of the body? I mean, you killed the poor creature, why not eat it? I don't understand is the thing. I just don't understand. Because to me that seems, and I could be wrong, I could be very mistaken, but to me that seems like just wanton cruelty for cruelty's sake. Or, you know, America today. I'm just saying, y'all, we gotta do better. And whoever did that, I hope you have the day you deserve. Again, y'all, I try not to show y'all that stuff. And this week I've cleaned up more bodies than I care to count off the side of this road. Not with my staff, with my rake. But that one hurt. That one hurt more than the dogs, more than the cats, more than the dozen plus songbirds I've had to pull off the road. It was the innocence of it, you know? It was a baby. I'd be surprised. In a society that gives people stuff like this to walk through and doesn't care about what people suffer, why would it care what animals suffer, am I right? I mean, heck, you should see how we treat our pork and friggin' cattle. And again, I'm not one of those saying don't eat meat because I like meat. But we shouldn't treat it cruelly like we do. There's a certain dignity in animal husbandry that we should take into account properly, and maybe then it'd be better. And again, maybe we just need more boats. Maybe some jackass needs to buy a 5th car for their driveway. That'll make us feel validated. A secondary boat, a 3rd townhome, a 5th stupid ass car that you don't need. That's my problem with capitalism and consumerism as is. You consume. You seek to fill that vacant hole inside of yourself. And not to be mean, but y'all can't buy happiness like that. You can buy like security. You can buy convenience. You can buy comfort. You can't really buy happiness. Happiness comes from within. It's why even though Elon Musk is a trillionaire, if you look at him, he looks like a sad, fat, disgusting bag of shit. Why? Because even the richest man in the world doesn't have a single friend. He has 27 children or some stupid high number like that, and not even one. Even his tiny human shield abandoned him as soon as he was allowed to. So imagine that. You got 27 plus kids and you are literally the richest man in the world, and nobody wants to deal with you. Anyone who does deal with you need to pay an exuberant amount of money to, or they immediately just, nah, that dude's a fucking dumbass. He's an asshole. He's an idiot. And then they just leave your ass. I'm not saying this to get any pity for Mr. Musk. He is a pathetic fat piece of shit. But don't be like him. And understand, if a trillionaire can't buy love, what hope do you have? Don't. Instead, do. Help. Work with people. Do the work. Don't do it for the sake of people loving you, because that's a hollow path that won't succeed. Do it because it needs doing. And because you know that you're the one who can do it. I don't believe in destiny. I I don't believe in divine calling or anything like that. But I do believe that through our lives, as we build, as we grow, and as we experience things, we do get certain callings. Again, I love to cook for my friends, for my trail family. I'm not going to say the fun mixed word for that one. I love cooking when I get to cook. I hate cooking for some douchebag boss. I hate cutting corners and using bad ingredients because it's cheaper. And most fast food places, the bosses look at you customers like you're dumb pigs, because you'll just eat whatever they put on your plate. You'll say thank you through the slop, and then you'll move on. You might bitch, but that's all you're going to do. You're going to come back right next week to say, well, I bought this rack of ribs for $40. I've seen a lot of those. And let me be clear, I do feel bad for my fellow Americans who are starving. But I don't have as much pity when one of the ladies I saw in the video, I bought these 4 red delicious apples, and they cost $1 each. I wouldn't have paid $1 each then. It's just ridiculous. Well, since you paid that, the store's gonna charge that again, because you paid that. Like I said, it sucks, but that's the only thing you can do, y'all. Stop buying the bullshit. If you think that price is outrageous, unfair, and not fit for doing, don't do it. Make a video saying that was ridiculous, and here's the video of it. But don't, oh, this is ridiculous, but I bought it anyway, because what else was I gonna do? Not have dinner pre-prepared tonight? I mean, y'all, I don't understand this video system of, here, watch me do something that I hate and that I think is stupid, but I'm going to tell you that it's their fault. No, it's your fault too. We all have a little responsibility in this hell we've made, myself included. But for those divine kind of, you pick your own path. Isn't that a pretty skyline? Like I said, I miss when this was mostly woods and this route could be done without breaking a sweat. Unfortunately, that was over 3 years ago. There used to be, through this open space, woods as thick as those woods over there, all the way up to the edge of the road. That barrier, there was a space like this, but that barrier was where the thing dropped off and went into the field. I miss our wilds. And I know our animal friends miss our wilds. Give me a second, gotta be careful when I walk through here. Sometimes they, like there, cut a nice deep hole and don't demarcate it. And again, that's not faulting the people working here. That's faulting the system that is so interested in speeding through that it basically puts everything else on a back burner. Safety, environment, animals, humans. All they care about is when can they get this done sooner, faster, better. And it inevitably breaks the system that's doing it. Because they're not building for sake of the entire system or building for sake of the grid. They're building for sake of their own hubris. Like I said, y'all, do something good today. Be the difference. And if you walk Euharlee Rd, best to have your affairs in order. Because I like doing this. But there's a reason I tell y'all I don't fear death anymore. After doing this for 4+ years, I've accepted death comes for us all. That's what I wanted to show y'all, and I hope I get the chance to show you. Now that we got past the death choke point, let's run over there right quick and I can show you how cool the river looks this morning. Like I said, I don't always want to complain. Sometimes I want to show you all the natural beauty of the area I live in. Also, this is why you shouldn't drive off the road very fast. Because certain death. But yeah, y'all. Ain't she beautiful? That's the mighty and mysterious Etowah. Home to turtles, a variety of fish, tons of microorganisms. And it is just beautiful, isn't she? There was a time not so long ago, this entire river was not but brown all the way through, because Shaw and the various other chemical plants that make dyes and carpeting and bedding, and well, not bedding, but dyes for the bedding, mostly carpeting. But they were basically dumping their runoff into the river. Now those days have passed, but as you can see, due mostly to litter bugs, and it won't let me zoom in any further. There we go. Due mostly to litter bugs and pleasure douchebags rolling up and down our river, we end up with a lot of litter. Main fault I see in that, people that come here to visit, that don't come here to see the natural world and respect it, that just come to take advantage of our waterways and such. And of course, because they don't respect the natural order, they just destroy it. Quite depressing. Yeah. That was a cat, and that is depressing too. Like I said, y'all, walking the road ain't for the faint of heart, because honestly, it's quite depressing to see how little people care. And I don't completely blame people, it's just, they're in their cars, they're flying along 70 miles an hour at least, and they don't pay attention. I mean, y'all, if I took an actual tally, like carried clickers on me, and every time I see somebody, you'd be surprised how many of these dipshits are just staring at their phone while they're driving. How many times I've looked over to give the little, how you doing, head nod to somebody, and seen them just nose down in their phone while driving, and I'm just, oh, can y'all not? I mean, can you not pay attention? And if you're not going to pay attention, fine, hire a driver, use public transit. Because every one of these animals that I see dead, I'm no longer taking it as, oh, poor dumb animal ran out in the road. I'm taking it as, poor dipshit hillbilly didn't think fast enough and just ran an animal down so they could hit the next one on the awesome music machine. I hate people, y'all. And I don't want to hate people, but it's like, we destroy everything good. And for what? What benefit will this do? Because once, this was woods. And I can't even tell you what they're putting in here yet. I've heard shopping center, I've heard neighborhood, I've heard cut through to the other side of the road. I've heard a variety of things. And don't get me wrong, I'm happy it's putting people to work, but at what cost? How many more forests do we have to lose before the forests become as extinct as our prairies are? In essence, y'all, once you destroy them, you can't just plant 100 more trees and boom, it's back. The microorganisms are gone. The caretakers, the keystone species, dead or pushed out. You'll never get the same thing again. So instead of rushing to get rid of the beauty that nature has given us, millennia of evolution on this planet has given us, how about we quit paving paradise for parking lots, huh? How about we learn how to work with the environment around us, to build within it? How about we slow down just a little bit and stop demanding everyone run at full power all the time and work together instead? I hope to instill some degree of hope, even as I risk my life, just to get enough food to last another couple days. Good, y'all. I might not have the easiest life, but I feel like I probably live better than any of these people that are driving to their 9-to-5 slave wage jobs, where they will not pay attention to their family, not have time to care for their kids, not have time to do anything they love. But they'll make their bosses lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of money. I can't grasp it. I don't understand. Why not live for ourselves? Why not build up ourselves? Why not seize the means of production, comrades? Just thoughts. But y'all be good. We're just gonna keep on keeping on. And there will be other shots like this. I just tend to not want to get the workers in the shot. And right, all the workers are way up there, digging in further and stuff. Like I said, I don't want any hate towards them. Those folks are innocent in this. They're making what they can and they're doing their best. This shit was gonna happen unless every single construction or road crew member said, nah, I'd rather protect Euharlee Woods. I'd rather personally keep the nature the way it is. But that's the thing, isn't it? America dies in the mud pits because no one truly gives a shit about it overall. We just like the idea. We like to pretend that it's special, but we don't like to actually stand for something that would be great or extraordinary. For further example on that, just look into all of the alpha bro dipshit culture. They're all about making life harder for other people, but not a single one of them does what they say. And most of them live in the lap of luxury, so the shit they do that you see that's like, oh my god, he jumps in ice baths every day. Yeah, but he also goes to sleep at 6 p.m. He gets his nappies in by 8. He eats 3 to 6 square meals a day, perfectly attuned to their body. I jump in an ice bath 3 times a day for that shit. That's the thing, ain't it, y'all? They're better than you in American society because they have better access to everything than you. Doesn't have to be that way, and on a personal level, I think they're worse off than you. Because if you're a person who's lived out here in the real world, you know more than they do. You've loved deeper than they do. And as far as emotions go, you actually feel them. They don't. Like I said, y'all, not meant to bitch. Really pretty shot to the river. And I am sorry for showing you that dead baby. It made me sad too. Still had its little spots and everything. Nature is out of balance because the smartest apes in the group went mad a long time ago. And we basically seem to be set on a crash course with burning down the planet that will inevitably cause our extinction as well. And dark as a subject as this is to think about, when we go, it's not going to be the end of this planet. It's just going to be the end of us. Unless the bees go. If the bees go, it's the end of life. At that point, I think the only thing that will live are the roaches. A fitting thing for humans to leave the world behind too, considering we live a lot like the cockroaches. Infest, destroy whatever we nest in, never take a break, never give the land a second to adjust and get better. I mean, think about it, y'all. What if all these little houses have little victory gardens? Or whatever the hell you want to call it. Just grow what you can for yourself. And if you don't grow something you like, grow something and put it out in nature for the animals. Lord knows that's what I'm going to do with some of these beans if they don't. If nobody else wants them. First couple rounds, if they don't go in all that great, I'll just be taking them, smashing them up, putting them back in the dirt. 3 nitrized to basically reinvigorate the soil and go again on the next round. Persistence, folks, persistence. But either way, I doubt anyone's going to watch this one. Anytime I let the videos press more than 10 minutes on my rambly stuff, nobody stays. But it's cool. Y'all be good. I'll try to make better, more entertaining. And we will see y'all later. Be good, y'all. Bye for now.